Okay, it's February 14th, and this is the GaNooze special day late edition. Yeah, really, I should have done this yesterday, but I had to work all day for a change. All day. Yeah, maybe I'll post a picture. Flooding here. First story in the news. Lots of horrible weather in the New England area, and some of it landed right here, right in this very location. Some of the horrible weather landed. And the power went out for 10 hours, and basement flooded. Other basement flooded. So, draining basements and fixing furnaces yesterday. So anyway, so now I'm stuck, because now I'm stuck having to do videos on the day I was really going to take off, because Valentine's Day is like the worst day of the year, right? So you got to take that day off. But you know, I got this Valentine, which kind of changed everything. You know, see, little letter. Yeah, see, look at that. Little, see that? Now that's not a cliche Valentine. I mean, that's very unique. Happy Valentine's Day. You don't get that at no dime store. You don't get this in no box of 500. You see that? Look at that. See, little nieces. They sent me this little card saying, wishing you everything that brings joy to your heart. See that? I mean, isn't that nice? Joy to my heart. I have a heart here. See, joy. So anyway, yeah, whatever. Okay, moving on to the real news. Okay, I mean, it's partial news that it's Valentine's Day, and it's a little bit news that we had horrendous weather here. But let's get to the real stuff. Rebates, your rebate checks will be in the mail in the spring. They're rushing them right out. Okay, so your $160 billion worth of free money, printed money, free money, right? I mean, everybody's always complaining about the Federal Reserve. Ah, they're printing money. Ah, no, I think we just printed the money. Yeah, I think we just pulled it out of our asses. Well, actually, we didn't, because you know, I'm going to edit that because that's annoying when I have to reach over like that. But maybe I won't edit it just for comic relief. But it's not that funny. But the fact that I said I'm going to edit it and I didn't edit it, that might be funny. So anyway, where was I? Yes, so it's not free money, obviously, because we're going to pay interest on it. So it's even worse than free money. It'd be better if they just printed the damn money, because then we'd have the inflation and we'd say, oh shit, let's not do that again because it causes inflation. Oh, people. All right, anyway. Yahoo is talking to this News Corp company. I don't know who the hell they are, actually. It sounds like something one of those evil people over in England owns or something. But anyway, they're talking like they'll do some sort of deal about something, merging or, you know, alliance or something else, and this is supposed to sweeten the deal for Microsoft. I don't think so. I think if Microsoft had interest in doing something in News Corp, it would have already done it. But anyway, next. Yeah, so Obama, you know, he won the Plutomic primaries, as they call it, and, you know, won pretty big. And it's curious because it's, you know, there's some indication that, you know, one of the things that's really hurting Hillary and helping Obama is the independent voters who might have voted Republican but are voting Democrat because it's a more interesting primary. And, you know, because they're going heavily for Obama versus Hillary. And so it's sort of interesting. And then it's causing the Republican primary to be excessively conservative. You know, their base is really active by comparison because there aren't as many independents. Anyway, it's all pretty interesting in terms of the dynamics. I mean, they really should have, you know, if you're going to bother having this stupid two-party system, well, then I guess you only should let people in the party vote. Might be a good idea. But anyway, we'll move on. This moon on Saturn, right, this Titan. So the time scientists say they found a lot of methane and ethane there, you know, just floating around in big lakes of, you know, all this nice fuel. And, you know, but, you know, unfortunately it's really far away, and so it doesn't do us much good. And, you know, the planet's minus 179 degrees Celsius. Pretty damn cold. And it's basically a greenhouse planet, though, you know, but it's so far from the sun. I guess it'd be even damn colder if it wasn't for the fact that it had all these, you know, carbon-based molecules floating around up there. So maybe we get to crash into Earth. You know, lots of methane for everybody. We'll have to figure out a way to bottle it, though. You know, it'd be very dangerous just to have it floating around. All right, this waterboarding crap. You know, the Senate's going to apparently attempt to pass some law restricting, you know, the government to what kind of torture techniques it's allowed to do. And Bush has said he'll veto any restriction on any interrogation method. Like, we can't say any method isn't acceptable. There's no method that's not acceptable. We can't say those. We can't define them. I mean, it's just, it's really irritating. But the Justice Department assures everyone that they have new policy in place that prevents waterboarding indirectly, because the policy is but yeah, right. I'm going to trust the Justice Department. All right, so anyway, Billy Graham had some brain stent replaced, so who cares? His brain apparently fills up with fluid. Lots of empty space up there, ha ha ha, make jokes. Whatever, who cares? Billy Graham, asshole. Idiot, moron, destroyer of Earth. Okay, bats. There's new research there. No, well, new discoveries, whatever. I didn't read the damn story, because I'm saying, who cares? The story on bats, for Christ's sakes. Why the hell would I read the story? But anyways, apparently they've established that they have flew before they developed the sonar thing. And it's like, well, duh. I mean, the sonar thing's really only good if you're flying. You know, it's like if the insects are like an empty space around them, because, like, you know, it's like radar. It wouldn't work it doesn't work on the ground because there's too much crap in the way, and so you can't distinguish a bug from a stick. You know, sonar's not going to do you any good if the bug is sitting on a stick. It's only going to do you any good if the bug is flying, and the only way you can get to the bug that's flying is if you're flying too. So I don't even know why there was a fucking controversy there. Jesus, I think scientists are getting dumber and dumber. Like every other day they're getting dumber. It's like on a Thursday they're dumb, and then on Saturday they're fucking really dumb. And then by next Monday, oh, they've dumbed down another 10%. Clemens. Okay, he went to the Congress to say, I didn't do no steroids. and Congress didn't believe him. And the accuser guy, you know, who remembers injecting him, well, they didn't like him much either, you know, and so they were kind of dumping on him, calling him a liar too. So it's, you know, lots of lying going on. I don't know if anybody's going to get prosecuted for it, but yeah, you know, business as usual. So what the fuck is this? Oh, Syria. Yeah, they blew up one of these Hezbollah guys. And so, you know it had to be either us or the Israelis who blew him up in his car. I mean, who else is going to do it? I mean, they make the argument that, oh, it's a conflicting group and all this other crap, but you know, come on, get real. They're not going to mess with one of the higher-ups of Hezbollah. You know, that would just be stupid. It's not to their advantage, mutual advantage, even if they're enemies. So, whatever. It's just us doing our terrorism thing that we complain about in the rest of the world, so we just, you know, commit some here and there, too, just to prove we're preposterous fucking hypocrites. You know? Jesus. So anyway, Obama, he proposes this, you know, at least he reveals, like, you know, everybody kind of complains that, yeah, well, he's not too big on specifics, so he's provided this specifics of a 10-year, $210 billion plan to, you know, invest in infrastructure, you know, creating some make-work jobs in construction and in, you know, new energy policy techniques or whatever. And yeah, it's $210 billion over 10 years. I mean, we just threw out $160 billion in 1 week. You know, so I mean, you know, and free money to stimulate the economy. So, you know, doesn't sound like much of a plan to me. But whatever. It might be brilliant. I don't think so. Unspecial news interruption, just to point out that this is the end of part 1, and that at your discretion you should move on to part 2 when available. That's all. End of message.